Hello, this is another hand mix tournament match against PProteus. I'll bring up the kingdom here. Research lets you set aside things from your hand, in, discard, pillage, hand, scepter. Scepters replay a card in turn, not quite hand mix, but there is some. Is there scepter tactician stuff? I don't think so. But we'll see. We'll see. Probably want to get silos pretty early. I think I'm going to open Silver Research. It doesn't seem crazy to open Tunnel Research, but I want to hit an in and then discard an in to get golds and then keep my encampments around. There doesn't seem like there's enough payload to get Tactician working. I don't see any enablers for that, at least. So we'll start with Silver Research. And then pick up a silos, pick up a tunnel, pick up an inn. At some point, maybe you just get a hamlet. I can see doing that at some early point. You want that plus buy early. They started with Crossroads. Not sure about that one. We'll see what I set aside with the research. I'll be able to plan out my 2 turns. They had 2-5. I would have definitely gotten Hamlet there. I think you want that plus buy. So next turn is... I actually knew that before I played the Hamlet. Next turn is 7. Next turn is 5 money. So... And the research is out of play. I don't want to trigger the shuffle then. So I will get the... Hamlet here. Feels a little bit bad on a 4. Like, and I could have gotten something better, but I'm gonna be able to pick up probably an in here, maybe just a silos here. Cycle through the deck, get back to the Hamlet, pick up a tunnel, discard the tunnel for a gold, and then start plowing through encampments. So this is quite nice. I can manage my shuffle. I can discard 3 coppers and get through most of my shuffle here. Discard all of you. I don't think this order matters. I could be wrong. Nothing I can do with 4 that I can't do with 3. Nothing I can do with 3 and 2 buys anyways. So pick up the tunnel now. And unless my Hamlet's the last card, I'll be able to activate this tunnel for a gold and gain a buy and like pick up 2 encampments. That would be a really nice turn. Okay, so they're doing some stuff with Crossroads. They kind of got the Crossroads out of necessity of the 2-5. Not quite buying it. Okay, so I can discard all. I can guarantee. I don't want to trigger a bad shuffle here, so I just hope the Hamlet's not bottom decked. It is, of course. C'est la vie. Otherwise, I trigger a well, with silos in play, I could have considered not doing this. We'll get the in. Gives me a little bit more synergy with the discard. Activation of the Hamlet lets me get through my deck quicker. I have 1 more state that I can trash for research. I can also potentially trash the tunnel even after I've only played it once. Really, it's just to get that first gold to activate the encampments. Probably I want to play it twice to get 2 golds, and then get a bunch of encampments, a couple of Hamlets for the plus buy, consider doing stuff with City Quarter and Pillage later on. I don't think Tactician's coming into play. Okay, so this is nice. So I can discard for buy. I'm actually not going to need 2 buys here, right? I'm not going to need 2 buys here. I'm only going to have 2 money. Wait, sorry, what just happened? I screwed something up there. I clicked the wrong button. Okay. Yeah, so tunnel that, gain a gold, set aside 2 cards, and buy the encampments. Okay, off to the races here. I've got 2 coppers down, so I can discard essentially all of my coppers here. I think with the silos synergy, I can do that fairly reliably. And then I'll be able to gain and play. I'll be able to gain another gold, potentially play it. We'll see. And buy. I should be able to buy 2 more encampments here. At some point, I have to pick up a second hamlet. But okay. So I know that the bottom card is my gold. Gain gold. Discard for buy. Gain 2 hamlets. Feels somewhat bad. Gaining 2 hamlets, 2 costs with, sorry, gain 2 encampments is what I meant. Gaining 2 costs with as much money as I had, but I think you've got to get those encampments early. It gives me a strong position. I can pick up some plunders now. Potentially, we'll see how this turn goes. They were able to get a gold at some point. Did they just buy one? Or do I have 3 golds? Okay, they gained a gold last turn. Okay. I'm fairly strongly going to consider trashing my discard for buy. Fairly strongly consider trashing a silver if I can. I do want to get thinner. My deck is not so reliable without that. I can also consider trashing golds, as I now have 5 of them. I think I certainly want to get a plunder, though. The coppers are still bad cards, and I do want to be thinning them. I'm not net drawing a lot. I'm drawing +3 cards with encampments, and I'm able to cycle through 1 to 3 coppers a turn. I've got to get through 13 cards, and I'm not completely able to do that. Like, the city quarters are not going to be good yet in this treasure-heavy deck. So I'm going to look to pick up another research here and potentially research some golds. I still need to get that second hamlet as well. Okay, so they didn't have a gold in hand, but they were able to play that as with Al, which is quite nice. That's a synergy I can look for myself if need be, although my hand's going to be filled with treasure most turns. 7 and 3 buys. Yeah, so I need to pick up another plus buy here fairly quickly. I will take another gold. It's just such a nice card for this kind of deck that I'm building. And here I might buy a plunder for a lot less than it is worth. Sorry, I might buy a hamlet for a lot less than it's worth. You could also consider getting like a scepter or something. I can trigger this shuffle, which seems okay. Yeah, so it feels... I could owl this and draw 2, but I think I'm just going to trash this and set aside 6 cards. Guarantee I have a pretty big turn next turn. And get the hamlet. I have enough golds. I could potentially buy another research and alternate researching a gold every turn for the rest of the game. With the tunnel, I'm gaining a gold every turn, so that's kind of net neutral. I'm not able to trash coppers then, but I'm starting with +6 cards, so it's pretty nice. I think my order of business for this turn will be buy at least 1 hamlet. The owl doesn't do anything for me. Discard for buy. Okay, so yeah, so much money, not enough buys. And some of that was due to my my research coming in. So I think I'm going to go Hamlet, Research, Province. Noting that I'm behind, but that I'm still building towards something. And that I'm going to be able to start researching every turn. I might have to owl this research depending on what this in draws. I feel like I went wrong somewhere. I'm not quite sure where. I just didn't get a hamlet early enough. Yeah, I feel like I'm quite a bit behind now. I mean, I built a little They have more tunnels than I do. I'm not sure. Okay, well that's pretty easy. I get to play on here. Okay, so again, I'm going to do this shenanigans. I think Scepter seems fine for the kind of thing I'm doing. Could also just get a duchy. Scepter's nice because it is basically going to be a hamlet on most turns. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Now we'll see if they... I've had a couple turns where I was not able to kick off and do what I needed to do. They seem to not have had those turns. And they just had one there. So it is that kind of game, I think. Okay. Draw 2 there. I can discard that. Discard for buy. Discard for buy. Discard for buy. Okay, count the money. 6, 21. Potentially this could be 23. I think I'm going to research a gold, and that'll be 20. And I can get province, hamlet, maybe. Those coppers that I discarded are all at the top of the deck now, so I'm going to discard them all during the top of the turn, which is quite nice. Yeah, I think plus coins is fine. So double province here. And one more research, or a crossroads, or a tunnel. I mean, I think there's things I can consider. Just a silver. I'm not drawing that cleanly that the silver is right for me, I think. I have how many green cards? Three provinces. 3 provinces and a duchy. So the crossroads is not super great. Especially because I'm starting with a huge hand. But I'm starting with a huge hand, so if I find it, I'm probably going to be able to draw it for plus cards. So I guess I'll go Hamlet Crossroads. I'm not incredibly confident about that, but I was able to get around and trigger a shuffle with all the coppers on top, so I'm going to be able to discard 6 coppers and draw 6 here. I don't think they can triple. I think I have quite a bit more gold than they do. And I believe I am close to threatening to triple if I draw as best I can. I had 20 last turn, and I will have a bit more draw this turn with Crossroads. But if they don't take any provinces, if they take like 3 or 4 duchies, I can do things as well. Okay, tunnel. Research. So this is quite amazing. How that worked out. Okay, play the inn first. Yeah, that's the problem with how I did this. I don't want to... So I'm just going to discard treasures. Feels bad. Not sure if that's right, but discard everything for buy. Okay, so 12, 18, up to 20 right now. I'm going to play on and see what I can find. 21. And 24. Is that 15, 21? Yep, that's triple province. Coins, and now. So, I liked my strategy there. They were ahead a little bit. I was able to get the inns, and we meandered a bit in the middle, and I think they got too many tunnels and not enough other cards that support their deck, especially the researches. And that helped me out researching the golds. I'll see you in game 2.